What's going on, everyone? RG here, and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 speed build on the channel, people. Welcome, welcome. Awesome to have you here today. I hope you're all doing amazing. And today we're gonna keep building with the kind of a brand new pack. It's not really brand new anymore. Time flies when you're building and playing the game from time to time. But we're gonna build with the horse ranch pack what you would call probably a Wild West hotel. So now, for those of you who know what, let's start with the basics. If this kind of looks similar to you, and one of you already pointed that out in the tease that I shared at the beginning of the week, they said that it kind of looked like or kind of resembling the hotel from Red Dead Redemption 2, and they were not wrong, because this build was inspired by that build over there, the Wild West hotel from Valentine City? Is it a city? A settlement? I don't know. In that game. So I kind of took the inspiration from there, took the picture from the game, and kind of tried to mimic it into this into the map. Now, there was only one place in this map that I found it kind of okay to build it. Also, the shape of this build is kind of long and narrow. That extension over there that you see on the left side is actually the bath houses or the bathrooms. I don't know how to describe those, but it's not like the typical house building. You know what I mean? It's not that you have a house that contain inside, or you know what? Not house. House. It's not the right reference. More like it's not the typical modern hotels. Back then, at least by the stories or by the history, those hotels were kind of had a very unique design. When you walked inside, you had a reception area where there was someone who would give you, usually a man, that he would give you the option to rent, more like, not to buy, to rent a room. And you could, of course, pick the type of the room that you wanted. There were like a bit more expensive one, a bit cheaper one, and on the extension over there on the left, that's where you would go if you wanted to have like a bath and soak into your own filth after a day of riding with your horse. So yeah, and fun fact, I don't know if you know that, but you will not find a, how should I put it without being censorized, toilet, let's say it like this. You won't have a toilet room in this build or in your room, because back then you would have to go outside to some booths or some, I don't know, 1 meter by 1 meter, literally a pot or a bucket, because there were no like you didn't have like a full construction city or constructions for tunnels underground for your poo to go and stuff like that. So you had to go into a bath, not bath, but like a toilet house, let's call it, outside of this place. So yes, I made a 1x1. That's so funny. I made a 1x1 toilet outside behind this place, where that's where you should go when you want to do your number 1 or 2, of course. And yeah, I can only assume that's not that practical or pleasant to do that when you have like a storm outside. You just want to go to do number 1, and you will come back to your home filled with a lot of number 1 came from the sky. Sorry for that, but it's basically what would happen if you go to do like your number 1 outside of the room in a stormy night in this build. Anyway, but that's how it was. I'm not building it based on my imagination. I was mimicking. Anywho, yeah, that's gonna be a really cool build to have in your save file. Now, I do believe that it used to be, I want to say it was a bar or a lounge, the original lot over here. And yeah, of course, I had to bulldoze it and place this build over here instead. Now, not gonna lie, I think it just fit perfectly into the whole vibe of this pack. And yeah, so right now you can see I'm doing some landscaping outside, trying to make it a bit more fitting into the environment and playing with. We're gonna play a lot over here with some debugs because I want to give the like the weeds are like growing in some places, some plants around, and some deserty plants like that spiky. I think that's like supposed to be. It's not a coconut. What is it? It should be something like not coconuts. I want to say pineapple tree, but I'm not quite sure about it. Like a midget pineapple tree. I don't know. It just looks good and kind of fitting the whole atmosphere over here. So yeah, and just decorating the outside a bit so it will feel like it's a place where there are some things related to the era, like broken carriages over here and some wheels over there. And yeah, in general, the exterior, I think it's just nice. The interior will be a bit more interesting. And I gotta tell you that the fireplace that I made inside, also based on the original original picture that I took from the Red Dead Redemption 2 game, I just love it. I really love it. And right now you can see me creating the toilet, the outside toilet, 1x1 room. And at first it actually didn't work, but after I did some, I'm building stuff that you can play. So after I did some gameplays and tests on it, it kind of worked out. One thing that kind of drove me crazy is the over there that roof is very extended to the sides. I wanted the roof actually to extend only half of the way it kind of extended at the end. I would love to have that feature with the F5 pressing on objects. I don't know if you know that, but if you're pressing F5 and you're moving objects, you will be able to move them on not like full tile space, but one half of it, like half of the box space or whatever. So I would love to have that feature also on like extensions of roofs, that you can stretch them halfways and not like full I don't know, space like it's right now. I would like to have that in the game. They just recently added the features to the ceilings that you can paint those, which is amazing. Finally, thank you very much for that. I definitely think it's kind of too slow to add that to the game, but it's nice that they acknowledge the will of the community and asking for them to do that for a long time now, and they did it. And right now you can see me creating the fireplace, which I kind of worked a lot with the tool mod in order to make it look okay, I guess, or look different. And yes, the edge of it, which will stick out through the wall over there, there you go, will bring out like smoke and stuff. I don't know if you know it, but any type of chimney in the game will bring out like the smoke if there is a HOV working on the lot. So doesn't really matter where you're gonna place that chimney, it will brings out like smoke. So if you play around it right and you scale it down correctly with tool mode, or maybe hiding those in some weird places, you can make like the illusion of smoke coming from those places. For those who do not know it, this is how I made my nuclear power plant. I created a nuclear power plant over the years of me creating and building in the game, and to make that effect of huge pile of smoke, I kind of stuck quite a lot of chimneys in the power plant and scaled them down so much so they were almost invisible, and the smoke came out of it. Something really cool. If you want to check that build, go to my channel and check it. I promise you won't regret, because this is actually a working lab. I basically renovated the lab in the game, so you can get yourself a different type of lab in your game. So make sure to check that out. And yeah, right now you can see that we are making the bathroom, I don't know. And also, as I told you, this is where the cowboys would come over and have a nice bath in their own filth. And it's supposed to be cozy, because at least in the game, I don't know how authentic it is. I can only assume it was kind of was because that was the time when women did not really have rights like men, and back then you could rent basically, I think they call wenches, that would come over and help you bathe, basically scrap the dirt out of you and stuff like that. So over there in the game that happens, you can do that, and it's kind of very cozy thing in this build. I actually you could see at the beginning of the video there is a cinematic with one of my Sims is bathing in it, and it's kind of very nice because I tried to make, and I played with the lights and candles in this build, so it will not be too bright, it will be a bit more feeling of candlelighted place. So it's very cozy, very nice. And right now you can see me creating one of the rooms that you can rent. There are gonna be two of them. One is a bit more neat and fancy. The other one is a bit more broken with some walls that are having some troubles and some holes and some cracks and are a bit peeled off and stuff like that. So like in my mind, this place you can come over. This one, by the way, that room over here is the room that is a bit more broken, let's say it, a bit more messy. So in my mind, the way I build it in some sort of a story in my mind, of course, that your cowboy that is coming over here after a long day at the ranch or at riding and stuff can come and chill and have a very nice evening over here with some wine. There is gonna be like also a lounge at the front of the like really close to the reception area. We will do it later on this video, and but in my mind, your cowboy can come over here and rent different types of rooms, of course, depend on their budget. So yeah, this is the broken one. I just love building broken down or run down like builds, rooms and stuff like that. By the way, if you missed, I built quite a lot on this channel. And if you want me to build something related to their horse ranch pack, let me know. I already gonna let you know that I already built a sheriff jailhouse, or broken or run down, like I think I call it retired sheriff jailhouse, something really cool. And I already built a farm, not farm, a ranch. We're not building farms. We already talked about what's the differences between a ranch and a farm, but I built a ranch. It was actually a collab with a good friend of mine, so go check that on the channel also if you want to have yourself a ranch. Really cool one. That one I actually built without the pack. So if you want me to build a ranch with the pack, let me know. I think I should, right? I should build a ranch with the brand new pack, see how it goes, and to actually make it functional. Oh, and of course, if you missed it, because I know I was a bit less active, let's say it like this. I already told you the reason for that. At some point I will talk with you a bit more about it, but I'm still kind of in it, trying to figure it out and stuff. But I already built also with the pack a starter winery, because they added the brand new wining mechanism, like wine making mechanism where you can step on it and stuff. So I made that also. You're more than welcome to check it on the channel. And in general, if you just joining back to the channel because you knew I was a bit off the recent time, go in and fill the holes, you know what I mean? Go and see what's new, because I made some really nice builds for you to play in your game. So yeah, now one thing that I do want to cover with you is just let me know if it's just me or maybe you also feeling it. I feel that the game is a bit slow right now. The hype around this pack is kind of faded quite quickly. Maybe it's just me, but that's how I feel it. And in general, I feel that The Sims itself is kind of starting to lose its reputation as a very, you know, like hyped game that everyone's are kind of playing and building and sharing and stuff like that. I just feel that it's kind of losing its momentum. I think it's just logical, you know, 10 years old game. I think it's time to move on. I said it like long ago. I don't think that The Sims is a game like Grand Theft Auto Online, which also, by the way, kind of lost its hype. But in modern time, people want things way more faster, you know what I mean? They want something new, something bright, something nice, fun, and let's face it, 10 years old game is kinda old. Let me know what you think. Do you think that the brand new games that are about to come are gonna push the game back a bit. I do think it's gonna happen. Let me know what do you think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel for more builds just like this in the near future. And if you want to get this build for your game, make sure to go to my gallery RGeetect and get it for yourself. Trey Files for 30 days only in the description and down below. Until the next time, keep that same party going for me, RGeetect, signing off.